This is In the Know for Wednesday, August 12th, the 224th day of 2026. There are 141 days left in the year. Good morning, MB, guiding you through In the Know at K105 on Litchfield's Country Station, 1039 The Moose, live online at K105.com, via the Apple and Android smartphone app, using the SoundCloud, iTunes, or Spotify podcast, on Facebook, on YouTube, on the platform formerly known as Twitter, and the hashtag is In the Know. Coming up today, we'll update you on the latest news headlines from around the community, the county, the Commonwealth, and the country. We'll have day number 3 of Where's Quacky. We will have a chance for you to win later on in the show with Fact, Fiction, and we will get you caught up on all the latest news headlines. That and a whole lot more coming up today here on In the Know. He is a 5-time winner of the coveted Ohio Newshawk Award. He's the 2-time Silver Sound nominee, covering every corner of the globe: London, Budapest, Rio, Tokyo, and even Litchfield. He's Sam Gormley and the sports. Morning, Sam.
Morning, Ralph.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm just battling with Google right now. How about you?
Well, I'm not battling with Google, but I'm cheering for you. I'm Team Sam. I'm not Team Google.
But
So.
I love that they, you know how they log you out once a week or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
I get why that's good, but it's a little annoying when you're the only one that uses the computer.
Yeah, that's true. That is, and then whenever it sends you the notification to verify that it's you, I always have to do it twice because it doesn't load properly, etc. But that's okay.
Or they send it to the email that you're trying to log into, so you got to get your phone out or your iPad or whatever
That's
it is.
That's exactly
First,
right.
First world problems.
I don't know if you saw this in the news, but officially late last week, Congress approved no more pennies. You know, the Trump administration had told the mints to stop making them because they're too expensive to make. So I think most of us are fine with the pennies being gone. But it sounds like nickels could be next because it costs 13 cents to make a single nickel. So it costs more to make one than they are worth.
I can't tell you the last time I got change that was... Because literally the only places I spend cash is probably at a concession stand.
Yeah.
And those prices are almost always to a quarter. You know, if you're using change, it's $1.50 or whatever it might be.
Right. I'm okay with rounding to the nearest 5. I guess eventually I'd be okay with rounding to the nearest dime. But I don't know people. I'm like you. I hate change. I don't like carrying change a bit anyway. So it's just one of those deals. Over there in chair number 2 today, we say good morning and welcome back. She is Grayson County Extension Services Ag Agent. She is Miss Whitney Carmen. Morning.
Morning.
Welcome back.
I'm glad to be here.
Good to see you.
Yep.
I guess it was yesterday or day before, I saw your back to school photo for your
yeah.
children.
Yes.
What a beautiful group of kids.
Well, thank you.
They're all grown up.
Yes, they are. Very grown up. It makes my heart sad, but I'm excited for them.
Did it say freshman, seventh
Seventh.
grader, first grader?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Okay. I couldn't remember what it went,
Yeah.
kindergarten to first or preschool to
we
kindergarten.
got to start 2 new schools of the 3, and so that's been an experience for Mom as well this week.
Yeah, I guess so. You've got 3 different schools that you're having to having touch points with
Yes.
now. Okay.
Yep.
I guess now I'll finally get to. I mean, we'll get a crossover maybe of Jackson playing a little against Grayson County then now.
Yeah,
I guess
he's
at least what we would broadcast.
Yes, he is planning to. He's trying out for the basketball team, and of course, he's been playing on the baseball team. But yeah, he's excited to be at the high school. He's got buddies already there, and so it was an easy transition for him.
Well, I hope the year got off to a good start.
Yeah, it has.
They're probably worn out by this afternoon.
Exhausted.
But I think you said last week you all have nothing planned for this weekend.
We
to
have
just
nothing
recoup?
planned for the weekend. No, thank goodness.
I guess a couple of weeks from now you'll be busy at the state fair.
Yes, the state fair.
So what do you do?
coming up.
What do you do at the state fair?
Well, I actually am a volunteer. So all of the extension agents in the state have a volunteer role at the state fair. So I am specifically in charge of helping out at the swine show for the 4-H and youth livestock show at the state fair. So I will be there from Monday until Friday, and we'll be helping with the kiddos, and then I help with the ring, and I'm just do whatever they need me to do.
Would you? It occurred to me this morning that
Mm-hmm.
there's a very famous character at the state fair, Freddie Farm Bureau.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we had Freddie's outfit, we could put it on Sam, and they would resemble one another.
Yes,
They're both very
would.
tall and slender.
Yeah. Yeah.
can't really picture Sam as a cowboy, but
I don't even
mean,
know that I know what he looks like.
you could just give
Google
him
it.
give him a Google
Okay.
once you get logged
Yeah.
in, and you'll see the famous
Yes.
Freddie Farm Bureau.
Well,
and
you
he
don't have to be
talks.
logged in to use Google.
No, that's true. So you'll. I just think that
It would be a good. You should try it, Sam.
You know, I think I might be. Well, in fact, I know usually around state fair time is usually when sports pick up, so usually I'm a little busy then.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I understand.
that's true. And before I forget, your farm to table dinner is not too far off in the
Mm-hmm. It
distance.
is not. We are having the tickets are on sale. We have, I think, about 40 tickets left, I think, to sell. And so it is September the 8th. It's going to be at the extension office. It starts at 6 p.m. And we have our presenting sponsors, Farm Bureau, this year because they're a great, partner. So I'm excited for that. And we've got a nice little dinner and some things going on that night.
That's the day after Labor Day.
It is. I know. It was, but hey, we wanted to do it after the fair, and we figured that would be a good ending / kickoff to the fall season.
Well, I'm trying to think too. Matter of fact, Hope will be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Going to be talking about the Grayson County Fair.
Yes.
And the reunion of the agriculture events and the fair. And I
Yes.
know that's something you're happy to hear
Right.
about.
And so our nonprofit our extension council voted to, we had nonprofits that were able to apply for the funds that are the proceeds of the farm to table dinner. And the winner this year was the Grayson County Fair, specifically for the livestock facility that they're wanting to build out there.
It'd be nice to see those two things going
I'm
together
excited.
again. And we'll
Yeah.
talk more with Hope Tollett about it tomorrow. Weather-wise, you saw kind of a storm move through the area last night, of course. And regionally, there's a chance of that again today, but it's going to be more off to the northeast of us is where the majority of the severe weather will be. So our friends at WAVE are having to consider it an alert day, but I think that we are much closer to being in the clear here. I think we'll get some rain showers this afternoon, without a doubt, maybe between 3 and 6, but I don't think that I think the chances of us having significant storms are very low today. But anytime it's as hot as it is, and we're getting hotter, by the way, we're going to go step up to the weekend when we get to 94 and 96 Saturday and Sunday. But we'll see a high of 91 today. We'll see a 60% chance of rain tonight, a low of 74. Some scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, a high of 91 is what you can expect. There was a report yesterday morning that I didn't get to on the show because of when it was published, but K105 reported yesterday morning that 18-year-old Caden Tyner was arrested Monday night by the Grayson County Sheriff's Office following an indictment by a Grayson County grand jury on Monday on one count of first-degree rape, according to an arrest citation. According to the indictment, he allegedly raped a 15-year-old girl in March through the use of forcible compulsion. That charged first-degree rape and is accused of a juvenile, and the LPD is in charge of is leading the investigation. A convicted felon has been arrested after allegedly firing guns while intoxicated. This happened Monday night about 8:25. Deputies Miller, Fisher, and Terry responded to the 11,000 block of Shrewsbury Road to the report of 57-year-old Troy Stewart of Brownsville shooting guns. He was also, according to witnesses, intoxicated. Upon arriving at the scene, deputies observed a shotgun propped up beside a door on the front porch. After they made contact with the suspect, citation says he admitted to shooting the back porch. They confirmed Grayson County Dispatch that Stewart is a convicted felon. A total of 4 other firearms were found inside the residence. Neighbors told deputies that they witnessed Stewart firing guns. He was arrested and charged and lodged. A Kentucky State Police trooper recently named the Post 3 in Bowling Green Trooper of the Year was arrested on Friday on a DUI charge in Hardin County. 25-year-old Tyler Walters of Elizabethtown, who is a 2-year veteran of the KSP, was arrested on Friday by the Elizabethtown Police Department and charged with DUI and possession of an open alcoholic beverage container in a motor vehicle. According to a report by WAVE, his blood alcohol level was .083, which is just above the legal limit to drive in Kentucky. Walters was driving his personal vehicle at the time of the arrest, and he had been recently reassigned to the post 4 in Elizabethtown. The suspect was lodged in the Hardin County Detention Center at 5:15 Friday afternoon, was released by mistake less than 3 hours later, and then a Hardin County District Judge was issued a bench warrant for Walters. As of 3:30 yesterday afternoon, he was not listed as an active inmate. So he had been heralded by Mothers Against Drunk Driving in, I think, in 2025 for the 34 DUI arrests that he had made. So that story making headlines today, of course. It did not take very long for Kentucky's grooming law, new grooming law, to be utilized. A middle school teacher in Western Kentucky has been accused of having an improper relationship with a student. The Graves County Sheriff's Office arrested 25-year-old Sadie Flores of Mayfield Friday and charged her with grooming a minor, which is a Class D felony. Flores, an employee at Graves County Middle School, reportedly was having an improper relationship with a minor student of the district. There are reports that say the victim is 14 years old and that the child's parents became concerned when they discovered several FaceTime phone calls from Flores to their child that occurred late at night. As I mentioned, Kentucky's new law against this just went into effect on July the 15th. She was at least temporarily incarcerated at the Graves County Detention Center. State troopers and detectives from Post 15 in Columbia have arrested a Marion County Schools teacher following an investigation into allegations of sexual contact with students. In late May, Post 15 received a request for assistance from the Lebanon Police Department to investigate allegations of possible sexual contact between 34-year-old Adam McCrae of Lebanon and at least 2 juvenile students. McCrae was employed as a teacher with Marion County Schools and was serving as the Marion County High School band director at the time of the offenses. On August 6th, the investigation was presented to a Marion County grand jury, which returned an indictment charging McCrae with 17 counts of first-degree sexual abuse. Jury duty and cryptocurrency are making the rounds in Kentucky again. State police say that scammers pretending to be local or state law enforcement call and claim that you missed jury duty, and then they pressure you to pay a fine to resolve the fake situation. The scammer then instructs the victims to withdraw cash, take it to a local cryptocurrency kiosk, and then pay the fine in Bitcoin. State police say instead of going to law enforcement to pay a legitimate fine, this money goes directly to the scammer. So if you receive this call, immediately hang up. That's not how they do things. They will just try to scare you into thinking that you missed jury duty. If you're summoned to jury duty, you'll learn about it. And then if you don't show up, you'll learn about it, but it won't be over the phone. So just keep that in mind. The scam was reported in Bowling Green, but also expands to other places of the Commonwealth. So just if it doesn't sound likely, then it's probably not. The FBI in Indianapolis are looking for a Gregory Henderson Jr. as a Kentucky man recently added to their 10 most wanted fugitives. He's also believed to have ties to Louisville and Lexington. The 10 most wanted designation comes with a reward of up to $1 million for information leading to his arrest. So if he's part of a group of 31 individuals indicted by the Southern District of Indiana on drug enforcement charges, believed to be associated with Sinaloa cartel, etc. So if you have any information on that, who knows, could be worth $1 million. We talk a lot about the KCTCS system, obviously because of our close connection to Elizabethtown Technical College and the Litchfield campus in particular. I did not know, and we also know our local campus being unique because they're one of few, if not the only one, who have a community choir as part of their campus. So the campuses are known for doing unique things that stand out that you don't necessarily associate with traditional education. So that's one of the reasons that this stood out to me, that the KCTS Foundation, which is a wing of the KCTCS, is having a Clay Classic on Friday. It will take place at the Elk Creek Hunt Club in Owenton. And so the clay shoot will begin at 1 o'clock Eastern time. The registration starts at 10:30. Have you ever participated in
Yes,
a clay?
I have,
clay,
actually.
Clay classic.
I was in shooting sports when I was a kid, and then that was something that we did for fun. So I have done a few of those in my time. Yes.
So it's just
I
kind
know
of
where
interesting.
Owenton is. I can at least do that.
I know where
I do
Owenton
too.
is. I believe. Yeah, I
Been
think
there
I
a
do.
couple of times. Drive by it plenty of times.
The Clay Classic will include lunch, safety briefing, and a team clay shoot. So you have 4-person teams rotating through several sporting clay stations.
It's kind of like a golf scramble, but with shooting clay pigeons.
Yeah, I think that's pretty neat. I wouldn't consider like a group of educators. It sounds like something that Fish and Wildlife would do,
Yeah.
not necessarily would, an effort of education. Sam, have you seen the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
No.
Have you ever seen Fast Times
I
at
don't know
Ridgemont
that I
High?
have. If I have, it's been a long time.
You've probably learned over the years that 97% chance when you ask me, have I seen that movie? The answer is probably going to be no.
It's a cult classic, I guess, if you will. It was Sean Penn's coming out. He played a kind of a surfer beatnik kind of named Spicoli. And so there are several lines that are famous in parlance or in pop culture that when you say a certain phrase, and I'll think of one in a moment, that's a nod to Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay, I've seen bits and
Nick
pieces
Cage's
of this.
in it.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the scenes in this that was really forward thinking at the time, or was really funny at the time, which would probably not seem funny now, is that Spicoli famously orders a pizza and has it delivered to the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today, 25% of teens say that they use mobile food delivery services at school.
I could see that, especially in inner cities or cities that have DoorDash and things that, that are readily accessible.
And this is one of those things that as a school, you probably don't have a rule against it until it gets abused. And all of a sudden you have to have a rule to outlaw it.
Now, statues is already out because I've been out 20 years, but I would have a friend that would leave school and would go get lunch and bring it back. So they were our DoorDash at the time.
Do you know anybody that would do that, Mark?
I know some people who used to do that from time to time. Yeah, as a matter of fact.
I think you might have. Did you not even admit it to the person that would have been in one of our Cougar conversations the last couple of years?
Sure. Yeah. I let him know about that. Yeah, we met him in traffic one day, so that was that was fun.
Who was it again?
Teddy White,
That's
the
right,
principal.
okay.
Yeah. So we were on our way. This was, and in my defense, this just shows you how good Chicken Littles were.
Yeah.
Chicken Littles came out of KFC, and they you had to have. They weren't serving them in the cafeteria. So
And the thing about it is nowadays I can see people doing DoorDash or using those services, but in our county, I mean, a lot of the kids, especially if they're juniors or seniors, have the ability to co-op, so they just leave school anyway. They're not even, I guess there's no point in DoorDash.
that's what we.
I know
were
we
doing.
were not allowed to, like, parents were not allowed to bring in like a sub sandwich from the sub place, and bring it in the bag or anything. That wasn't allowed.
That wasn't allowed. Okay,
No.
interesting.
So I would assume that if parents
It
weren't
wasn't
allowed to bring
allowed,
in,
but probably happened from time to time.
I don't ever remember it happening because I think I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, probably if I would have texted my mom and been like, "Hey, you can bring me lunch," she'd be like, "You got the cafeteria."
That's
yeah,
right.
well, that's my parents worked out of town, so they never.
Yeah,
I never had that option.
Well, like I said, they're probably not schools. This was at the time when rules were made. This was probably not one that they really thought they had to worry about.
Right.
But
You
schools
didn't
also
have
did,
DoorDash when you were in school.
I did not. Schools also didn't have to worry about having a policy about kids dragging around their 10-pound Stanley thermos.
That's true.
And now Hardin County Schools
Yes,
has put
they
an end to
banned 'em.
that. And
Yep.
so
That thing's a weapon.
I'd say that's coming to a school district near you would be my guess. We got to get to a break. We'll come back. Got plenty more on the way. Day number 3 of Where's Quacky coming up next here on In the Know.
A night to remember is just around the corner. Music lovers, get ready for Sarah Evans at Logsdon Valley Park on Saturday, August 15th. Gates open at 6:30. The show starts at 7:30. Experience her chart-topping hits in an unforgettable setting, rain or shine. Tickets are $40 online, $50 at the gate. Buy them online right now at visitgrayson.com.
She was in the backyard, say it was a little past 9.
The Light the Night Superhero 5K is back and going full superhero mode. Join us Friday, August 21st at James D. Belleville City Park in Litchfield. It's your chance to suit up, show up, and shine a light for vulnerable children in our community. Capes are welcome, families are encouraged, and energy and smiles are required. Glow sticks, music, food trucks, and dance party vibes will fill the night. Registration is $35 and no registration fee for children 5 and under. Be a hero for a child. Sign up now at ckracemanagement.com.
Feeling run down and tired? Life's stress can take a toll on your immunity, leaving you prone to illness. But there's a solution. At Pure Aesthetics and Wellness on West White Oak Street, we offer IV infusion therapy. It's a great way to boost your immunity and restore your energy levels. Don't let life's demands wear you out. Take a minute to rejuvenate with us. Visit our page on Facebook for more details or to schedule therapy. At Pure Aesthetics and Wellness, we help you feel your best.
When it comes to your heart, experience matters. Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center is proud to welcome Dr. Venkatram Nathala, a board-certified general cardiologist with more than 30 years of experience caring for patients. Dr. Nathala is now seeing patients at Twin Lakes Medical Center alongside Morgan Bunch, APRN, providing expert heart care close to home. Ask your provider for a referral today. Learn more at owensborohealth.org/Twin Lakes.
Thinking about furthering your education? At Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, you'll get a high-quality education, close to home, at a cost that won't break the bank. Enjoy small class sizes with professors who take a personal interest in your success. Scholarships are still available, making our low tuition even more affordable. ECTC's Litchfield campus is now registering for classes that begin August 17th. Call 270-259-1540 or visit elizabethtown.kctcs.edu to get started. ECTC, college for the real world.
Snooze button or choose button? $5 deals at McDonald's give you options. Start your day with the $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal. Or mix and match 2 for $5 and choose your favorites. Like a savory hot sausage McMuffin with egg or a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. That sweet taste of maple. Yum! Ba-da-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Promotional pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
OpenAI has agreed to a $3.2 million settlement with the Department of Justice over allegations the company discriminated against U.S. workers in its hiring practices. Matt Mattinson has the story.
The DOJ says the investigation involved fewer than 10 positions, but found issues including how some jobs were advertised and how applications were accepted. Under the agreement, OpenAI will pay $1.2 million in civil penalties and $2 million to compensate workers affected by the alleged practices. The company denies the findings, but says it reached the agreement to resolve the matter and move forward with its immigration-related hiring program.
Anthropic inking a $10 billion deal with AI cloud startup Volta. And AI systems from Anthropic and OpenAI created fake identities in an effort to break into the site GitHub. The UK's AI Security Institute says Anthropic's Mythos and OpenAI's Sol used autonomy and deception to mask the hacks. This comes as more AI models are being caught starting their own hacks. Tech Report, I'm Mark Mayfield.
Today is Middle Child's Day, Middle Children's Day. If you're middle born, then today's your day.
Caroline.
Yep, it's Vinyl Record Day today. We talked about vinyl records yesterday. Baseball Fans Day today. Sewing Machine Day. And Truck Driver Day today. You look around your home, your office, wherever you might be. You look at all the stuff. Most likely, it was on a truck.
Yeah.
That was delivered by a truck driver. So they bring us all kinds of stuff. Today is day number 3 of Where's Quacky. Let's first look back to yesterday, day number 2 of Where's Quacky. This photo appeared on our Facebook page, and we asked you to tell us where Quacky was spending the day. Now, I had the question yesterday on how specific the answer needed to be. So I am curious, Sam, what was the acceptable answer? He clearly is on a bus.
Yeah, I needed a Grayson County school bus.
A Grayson County school bus is what we were looking for. And so was that a popular answer?
It was.
Okay. And it appears that Billy...
Quacky didn't really fool many today.
Didn't fool many. Billy Lindsay Jr. is the winner from yesterday. Congratulations, Billy. You have a duck in the Ducking Hunger Regatta, and you could be $1,000 richer. And here's day number 3 of Where's Quacky. Where is Quacky spending the day?
Do you know?
Well, I narrow it down to a couple of places. I would have to probably scrutinize these names.
Yeah.
There's enough context in there that, I can get it down to 2. And if I scrutinize the text, I think I can get it down to 1.
Yeah.
There is a key in there if you look.
Well, and there are more of these springing up, by the way. So there's you.
And look, we should say too. I say this all the time. Just because everyone else says something in the comments section doesn't mean it's right. If
That's
you
right.
think it's something else, trust your gut. Don't
You get a
follow
lot
back.
of lot of people that say, well, 5 people before me said it was this, so I'm going to say that too. Not necessarily. You might be able to make a power move. So don't do it in the show thread. Do it. This photo stands by itself on our Facebook page and comment there, and then we will tell you this time tomorrow who wins today's Where's Quacky. And there's the QR code. If you want to point your phone or smart device at that, it will take you right to the location where you can sponsor your own ducks in the Ducking Hunger Regatta coming up September 7th at 6 p.m. at Litchfield Aquatic Center, which you can watch on K105 Digital Productions. So I believe I saw some friends over in the Gateway area of the state, over where Tom McMakin lives in that area. Sam, do you know Tom?
So what, like Winchester and
Yeah, kind of. They live in Owensville, as he calls it. But so down around Daniel Boone, that area.
We'll be in Winchester in early December.
You will, okay. Is that GRC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just did.
Okay. Well,
The Cougars will be playing at GRC in early December.
Nobody's paying any attention.
They're
to
not
what we're
playing
saying.
GRC. They're playing somebody else that day. But
Okay.
I think they might be playing GRC later in the year.
So best I can tell, everybody's back to school now. There were some.
Oh, lots of pictures today.
There were some that.
I know up north they're not.
They're
But
not yet.
Not that it matters. Yeah, no,
I know
like
Oldham went back.
Yeah, my Boone County, they don't go back to for maybe another week and a half.
Okay. All right. So maybe not everybody's back, but a large percentage are. And you get into, you got new routines. You got as Whitney mentioned, you got new schools involved. And so it can be a very stressful time. And sometimes stress is caused as a result of anxiety. And anxiety is born out of fear. And so I discovered some subtle ways that parents might be creating anxiety without realizing that they're doing it. And maybe some helpful tips. Obviously, anxiety is not just an adult issue. It's a kid issue as well. In fact, a recent analysis said that 20% of youth worldwide suffer from some type of more than average anxiety. And so that's, it's 1 in 5, and it's important. One of the ways that you may be doing it is encouraging avoidance. So for instance, if your child is anxious about leaving you to go to school, that might manifest itself as a fear of taking the bus. And so then they may ask you to take them to school.
Yeah.
Which is just creating avoidance because the anxiety is still there that when you take them to school and they leave you, and then they might say, will you walk me to my classroom? So
We're
that's
not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to do that.
No. And it's funny you say that. My son yesterday, the baby child, he was the first day he rode the bus because we took the kids the first day. And I'm saying, jumped on the bus and waved real big and sat right down by his sister. He was big stuff.
Well,
so,
that's good. That helps also when you got your sister.
Yes.
But if you're by yourself, it can be.
I can see that.
how's the sister, little brother? Is that okay?
Oh,
For
yeah,
s-
she's
okay.
a mother. She's a
Okay.
she's like, get on here and sit down. So she
Now,
mothers him.
what about with Jackson? Maybe not so much?
He just oblivious. He's big fun brother right now. So it's He takes
I know
care
that,
of
like,
him.
if my little brother hopped on the bus, I'd probably be like, get your rear end somewhere else. You know,
Well,
you're
Jackson goes to the back, but Caroline, he wanted to sit with Caroline. So
Number 2, refusing to cope with your own anxiety. So in the same way that you're supposed to put your oxygen mask on the plane before you try and help someone else, the same principle applies. Perfection is not the goal. You're not going to get there. And parents shouldn't try and suppress any anxious feelings or emotions. Instead, use these moments as opportunities to share what you're going through in age-appropriate ways, so that when anxiety-provoking situation arises around your family, try to practice some self-regulation. Like, explain that you're taking a moment, or you're taking a deep breath, or you're taking whatever it is to try and manage your own, and then they will be more inclined to model that behavior. Your anxiety sometimes was just causing their anxiety because they don't like, what? I don't know how to feel about this.
I will say in my situation this week, Jackson's been trying to figure out a schedule situation, and he looked at me. I was kind of the one not panicking, but I was like, hey, you need to get on this, trying to be mom. Just, hey, like, get this. He looked at me and he goes, I have it handled. It's okay, Mom. Stop stressing out. And I was like, okay. So sometimes they check us.
Yeah, that's true. Shying away from conversations about feelings, like allow room for your child to feel worried and anxious or nervous, and then make sure you validate those emotions by saying something like, that makes sense to me, or maybe brainstorming a solution together. You can then share some coping mechanisms that you plan to use with difficult emotions, so you can kind of give them the tools that they need in order to do that. Being overly cautious can cause anxiety. Be careful, you're going to fall. Don't do that. Or just this reactive thing that we do to try and protect them. But don't say, tell them why. Says, don't jump off the table because, 1, tables aren't for jumping off of. And 2, this is not a playground. And the floor is really hard, or like, you give them the reasons why, give them what are called educational reasoning messages, not just the don't, just don't the fear. Praising results instead of effort. We said a lot of patients feel anxious about disappointing their parents if they're not the absolute best at just about everything. So examine the expectations you place on your children and whether or not they're realistic. Adjusting your perspective may require some personal soul searching. Asking many leading questions. Asking a lot of questions can make kids anxious. Say, are you nervous because none of your best friends will be at camp? Say, that's just adding to their anxiety. They might not have even realized that.
Well, now I am.
Yeah, now I'm anxious over it. So they're saying, I know you'll be going to the first week of camp in July solo. What do you think you or I could do about that to make that more enjoyable for you? Rather than, are you scared? Are you worried? What can we do to make the best situation possible? Taking an authoritarian approach to parenting. So psychologists point to there's 4 main parenting styles: neglectful, authoritarian, authoritative, and permissive. And it says the authoritarian style of parenting tends to cause anxiety. Kids in homes with authoritarian parents often feel unsafe making mistakes because their caregivers overreact and overcorrect.
What's the difference between that and authoritative?
That's a very good question. And I was wondering how to delineate the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Authoritarian seems more like a dictator. Authoritative is more, I have the authority, but I'm using it in a more responsible or measured way rather than being the tyrant about it. And then the permissive is just there's the neglect. It's who cares.
Yeah.
Says the authoritative balances clear rules with warmth and open communication, whereas authoritarian demands strict, unquestioning obedience with low emotional support.
Right.
So kind of what you said.
And because the very worst thing you can do is have no discipline whatsoever.
Right.
I mean, we all need it. Mm-hmm. We all did, and we all do. Mm-hmm. And it's not fun, without a doubt. I mean, it's like very few people really want to discipline their kids and certainly be harsh about it. But that's how we learn. If you want your kids to grow up and be well adjusted or learn how to act in society, you got to do that. And then lastly, sending mixed messages. Parents convey ideas to their children through what they say and do in their presence. So try to avoid mixed messages. Be consistent. Kids thrive knowing what the rules are and that the rules don't change. If it's against the rules today, it's against the rules tomorrow. Unless there's some major revelation or change, the rule is not going to change. So if you're wishy-washy about something, or you enforce something today but you don't tomorrow, don't expect you're going to do it the next day. Don't expect your kid to know the answer. So it's going to be a challenge. So those are some things that you can focus on and hopefully be better. If we can all be less anxious, it would certainly be a little bit better. And then this story that is, it was everywhere I turned this morning. And it's a photo I don't want to have to look at again, so I'm not going to look at my monitor. Have you seen this?
I don't know if I have or not.
The football helmet?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I have.
A Maumelle High School football player in Arkansas unknowingly wore a helmet concealing a cottonmouth snake during practice for more than an hour.
Nope.
It was a 2-foot snake had coiled itself inside the helmet's padding, went undetected when the teen suited up.
How did they not? He wore it for an hour. How did that thing not bite him?
I wonder if it had it pinned or something to where, so inside modern football helmets, they have they have the padding, and then there are creases. There are crevices between the two. And so a 2-foot snake could get in there and get around those things, but it might be in a spot then where once a human head goes in there that it's restricted enough. But it finally got uncomfortable. He started talking about, he said, talking to the coaches about it being uncomfortable, and it led to the discovery.
Did he say, "There's a snake in my helmet"?
I bet he didn't. I bet he didn't say anything.
I bet he was shocked.
For a few minutes, my guess is the only
thing.
He
probably said something that probably the coach first said, "What are you? You can't say that." And then he looked in his helmet and said, "Okay, yeah, you can say that."
Yeah.
Justified response.
I think what he might have said was, "I pooped my pants." We got to get to a break. We'll have fact, fiction coming up. You're on In the Know.
Homeowners, especially on the lake, have most likely experienced or will experience water erosion on their properties. There is a solution and preventative measures that can protect against this type of erosion. With the help of products and service from Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Crushed Rock Road Enhancements can provide erosion control and shoreline protection. Well-designed and maintained erosion control helps ensure that today's beautiful and safe landscapes remain so tomorrow. To discuss erosion control and shoreline restoration solutions with Scotty's Contracting, call 270-259-5696.
I bought jewelry in New York, I bought jewelry in LA, I bought jewelry in South Beach, I bought jewelry internationally.
Business owner Adam Rothberg knows jewelry. And of all the stores he shopped over the years, his number one place to go, it's right here, Genesis Diamonds.
There's not a real big reason to go visit a lot of other jewelry stores. Everything that you hope to find everywhere else, you may get bits and pieces of it from others, but you come here and it's a one-stop shop. It's everything that you need to have.
From the largest selection of GIA certified diamonds to the top designer brands in the world to a stunning selection of luxury pre-owned Rolexes.
You really don't need to go anywhere else. Quality of the pieces, obviously a large selection, a selection that fits into a lot of people's budget, and then obviously good counsel and good advocacy for the people that work here that actually know the pieces and know the jewelry business.
And who aren't paid on commission.
They're not pushy. No hard sell.
All this plus the strongest warranties and guarantees in the jewelry industry, plus nationwide price protection and free service for life on any purchase.
Service you get from Genesis is second to none.
Come discover the store that's got it all. Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
The boss wants me to tell you about everything at the Kentucky State Fair in this commercial. So, here goes. Dairy cows, dancers, duck slide, elephant escape artists, cooking demos, fancy horses, street tacos, street jugglers, kiddie coasters, talent shows, stunt riders, stilt walkers, livestock, live music, carousels, caricature, food court, fun exhibits, funnel case, Freddy Farm Bureau, thrilling rides, games galore, ag land, Astro Wheel, rock and roll, serious shopping, groomed goats. That's not the half of it. The Kentucky State Fair is August 20th through 30th. Buy your tickets online and get free parking. Go to kystatefair.org.
The board recommends approving.
Regarding that seat on the committee, we're promoting.
To boost quarterly earnings.
Every day, shareholders meet to discuss important matters about the companies you invest in. Now you can easily make your voice heard. Vanguard Investor Choice gives you a say in the companies you invest in. With just a few taps, you can set your proxy voting preference for your index funds. Visit Vanguard.com/investor choice to learn more. Vanguard investors own shares of our index funds, which own shares of the companies they invest in. Available for Vanguard index funds that participate in Investor Choice. Vanguard Marketing Corporation distributor.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
K105, weather from the Wave Storm Tracking Team, is brought to you by Your Global Getaway. Start planning your adventure now at yourglobalgetaway.com.
Twin Lakes weather.
We'll see a mix of sun and clouds around for today with highs near 90 degrees, but we'll be watching the radar for more showers and thunderstorms in the region, especially as we head into the late afternoon and evening. Some of those PM thunderstorms could be strong to severe with damaging winds. Very heavy rain as our main threats. From the Wave News Storm Tracking Team, I'm meteorologist Tawana Andrew.
All summer. This is the 105 Days of Summer. It's going to be the hottest summer yet. Woo! Brought to you by Midway Pharmacy. Summer! On the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Did you know the longest book title contains 1,809 words?
My gosh, no.
I don't think you want to know them.
I don't think I do either.
I don't think I have time to read them. Must be a big book. The cover of the book must be big, or a very small font.
Yeah.
1,809 words. I can't figure it out. Here's today's fact, fiction. If you or your household have not won in the last 30 days and you're 18 years of age or older, you qualify to win. You're going to text your response, which is either going to be A, B, or C, to 270-259-6000. 270-259-6000. Up for grabs today, tickets to see Sarah Evans on Saturday night in Litchfield. She is coming to town, and we are continuing our cars, highways, and road trips theme for the week. I'm going to read 3 statements. You have to identify which is the fictitious one, and here they come. This is about dashboard discoveries today. Here's statement A. Industrialist Henry Ford invented the very first gasoline-powered automobile in Detroit, Michigan, back in 1896. Statement B. Volvo invented the modern 3-point seatbelt in 1959, but they left the patent completely open so competing car manufacturers could use the design for free to save lives. And C. The glove compartment was given its name because early open-air motor cars required drivers to wear heavy leather driving gloves to grip unheated steering wheels in the winter. A, B, or C, which is the fictitious statement? You all think you have one that you like to be fiction?
I think I feel good.
Sam seems to think he knows.
I'm conflicted.
Do you call it a glove compartment?
I do, but I don't.
Are there any gloves in your glove compartment?
No, not a single one.
So then I guess it's an oddly named item, isn't it? The summer box office has crossed $4 billion for only the second time since the COVID era.
Okay.
Are we surprised? Are we?
No, I mean, you had a couple of big summer blockbusters.
Yeah.
With Odyssey and then Spider-Man and then Toy Story as well.
Toy Story was in there, and then You said Spider-Man. Did we?
Odyssey.
There was another one earlier in the year that was.
Oh my gosh, what was it? Yes, you're right.
You all have not seen the Odyssey, correct?
No, but I want
No.
to. We've been trying to get there.
Been trying.
I
to
mean,
find...
there was another Minions movie. There was a Moana.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was a Moana that flopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was So that's good. I'm glad that the box office is getting back to normal. Ariana Grande, or Grandy, however you like to say it. Here are all the Hot 100 records that she has broken. Most number one duets. Fastest accumulation of 2 number one duets. First artist to debut 4 and then 5 songs at number 1. First all-female collaboration to debut at number 1. Most number 1 debuts in a calendar year. And the third most Hot 100 entries among women. She has appeared on the Hot 100 in every calendar year since her 2013 arrival. That's odd because most artists, in between projects, they'll take time off, right, to be creative and get in the studio, etc. She's been on the charts in every calendar year since 2013.
But is she the main, like, because she's done duets and things like that, has she been the main person on all of those?
That's a good question. Probably not. But I don't know that to be the case.
It's still interesting though, and I thought she was taking some time off now, though, right?
She is. Yeah, as soon as she finishes, and I think she just finished the tour, or she's in the final legs of the tour. But that's going to be it. Dwayne Johnson says that he is exploring a music career inspired by old school soul and country. So The Rock goes from wrestling to acting. He was on Wyclef Jean's song "It Doesn't Matter."
I heard that.
He was on a Tech Nine song in 2021. Of course, he did "You're Welcome," written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, but he is wanting to sing from the heart, old school soul. He says inspired by Sam Cooke, Elvis, George Jones, Merle Haggard, and Willie Nelson.
He's taking the Post Malone route.
Are you ready for this, Sam? You want to hear some country music from Dwayne Johnson?
I didn't know he did I haven't heard the entire "You're Welcome" song. I didn't know that was him, though.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, yeah.
He'll probably be okay, but it's hard.
I don't
hard
want
to
to hear
imagine.
really any country music, if we're just being honest.
What about a disco country music? Country music goes disco. Would that be okay with you?
You can listen to it for me. And report back.
Miranda Lambert has a new song called Crisco that's country disco. She thought about Gillies, the mechanical bull at Gillies, like performing, and so she's going to perform at Gillies. Do we need a disco country record? Beyonce did it.
Yeah, but I don't like Beyonce either. She can stay out of country music too.
We got to get to a break. We'll come back. Point to Ponder coming up here on In the Know.
A good marriage doesn't just happen. Unless you and your spouse are perfect, the road is going to be rough from time to time. The question is whether you can ride out those rough spots and help your marriage go the distance. Hi, this is Jim Daly with Focus on the Family. Author Karen O'Connor has identified 4 suggestions for staying happily married for life. I'll call them the 4 A's. First, be available. It can take a lifetime to get to know another person. If you're not available, it won't happen. Set aside a regular time to talk and reconnect with your spouse. Don't let the other demands of life rob you of this precious time with your mate. Next, be attentive. Look your spouse in the eye. For heaven's sake, put away your smartphone and turn off the TV and computer. Really listen to what your spouse is saying. Also, be aware. Pay attention to those nonverbal clues your spouse might give when something is bothering him or her. Learn to understand the things that your spouse enjoys and the things that cause stress. Finally, be appreciative. Gratitude is not an option. You take your spouse for granted, you're inviting trouble. The more you express genuine appreciation for your mate, the more you'll both avoid resentment, judgment, and other negative emotions that can derail a marriage. Be available, be attentive, be aware, and be appreciative. It's a good recipe for a marriage that will stand the test of time. To help your family, go to FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
The following is a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
When I was feeling the stress of too much credit card debt, I looked at two different options, debt settlement and debt management. They may sound the same, but guess what? They're not. Debt settlement seemed like a quick fix, but I found out it would destroy my credit, create tax headaches, and hit me with huge fees. They actually told me to stop paying my bills. No way, not me. Then I turned to a debt management plan developed by the team at Trinity. They worked with my creditors, lowered my payments, reduced my interest, saved me thousands, and paid off my debt. And Trinity is a Christian company, which is important to me.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-936-5348.
My name is Heather. Please forget debt settlement and remember Trinity Debt Management.
1-800-936-5348.
Quality paves the way. That's the motto of Scotty's Contracting and Stone. All of the crushed stone products from Scotty's quarry in Litchfield are mined underground. Scotty's Contracting and Paving provides cleaner products made from pure limestone. If you agree that quality makes the difference, contact the team at Scotty's Contracting and Stone for crushed stone products for your project at 259-5696. That's 259-5696. Our quarry is located on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
MB's point to ponder for today. What percentage of people have ironed an article of clothing while wearing it?
I've never done that.
Have you ever ironed something while wearing it?
Don't think so.
What about like the collar of a shirt with a flat iron?
No.
Never
Can't
done
say that I have either.
Interesting.
I'm always afraid I'm going to burn myself.
Yeah, I know someone who has done that.
Well, and I can see that. I mean, I could see where you would do it, but I don't know that I ever have.
This says 25% of Americans confess to ironing their clothes while wearing them.
But with an iron or like a hair straightener?
It didn't say, and that's why I'm kind of curious. I'm like you. It seemed like that's a good way to get burned, but
yeah.
I can't say that for sure. Fact, fiction for today. We were talking about dashboard discoveries. There were three different statements. One involved Volvo and the seatbelt. One involved the glove compartment, and one involved Henry Ford inventing the first gasoline-powered automobile. Sam, did you spot the lie?
I felt pretty confident that it was A, because I knew C was true. And the Volvo thing just sounds like it could be true.
Did you spot the lie?
I didn't, and that's what I said. I feel like B is, or I feel like the Volvo thing was a little suspect.
Henry Ford gets a lot of credit in our country because
Assembly
Ford,
line.
yes, I mean,
Yes.
there are things that he did, but he did not invent the combustion
Right.
engine. He did not, even the first gasoline-powered one. In fact, if I'm not,
Was it Tesla?
the first Fords had Dodge engines, I believe. Like Ford wasn't even making their own engines in the beginning. So A was the fiction. So Sam, how many do we need to choose between?
3.
3?
Yeah.
I'll just go with number 1.
Number
Numero
1 is a
uno.
phone number 3602.
3602. Congratulations to you.
Samuel Brown patented the first internal combustion engine.
Oh, Sam Brown. Big Brother is on TV tonight. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is on TV tonight. And Nation's Dumbest is on Fox. Today's highlight in history, this date in 2017, that tragedy in Charlottesville happened. That driver sped through.
I went to high school with him.
And killed two.
I went to school with him literally from my first grade year to graduation.
Wow.
Yeah,
Heather,
talk about a day when you open up the CNN and seeing your he was far from a high school buddy, but somebody that you know,
a classmate.
Whoa. Yeah.
Did he go by Alex?
Jay is what we call him.
He went by Jay. He was James
Yeah,
Alex Fields.
James Fields.
And I think
Alex James? I think so.
Interesting. This says, the Associated Press says it's James Alex. That's why I
I
wondered
always
if
say it was Alex James, but I remember we always, and then he changed to Jay at some point, and then he changed to Alex at some point. I don't really know, but yeah, he was Jay to us.
You're not going to see him walking around.
No, he's got like 45 life sentences or something like that.
It was life in prison plus 419 years on state charges. So that was the federal charges were life in prison and then 419 years on state charges. He'd have a hard time working those off, would be my guess, even if they're running concurrently. Birthdays today, George Hamilton is 87, Mark Knopfler is 77, Sir Mix-a-Lot is 63, Pete Sampras is 55, Casey Affleck is 61. Wonder what Sir Mix-a-Lot's getting for his birthday. Let's go to, his name's Anthony Ray, by the way. Sir Mix-a-Lot's real name. Patty Page, Mr. and Mississippi, number one in the state in 1951.
Mr. and Mississippi was all
right, let's go to
Tell the people what
Brian Hyland.
It was
1960.
an itsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka.
All right, let's go to 1969. The Rolling Stones. Oh, no. Where are you all on the Rolling Stones? Like the Rolling Stones?
I like them. They're old.
They just came out with a new album very recent, right?
Yeah. I don't think they'll have as many as Willie Nelson, though.
Probably not.
1978. Grease is the word.
But I'm
Frankie
sure
Valli.
if we were in high school and I told you that the Rolling Stones would be coming out with albums in 2026, you wouldn't have believed it.
I mean, I didn't figure Keith Richards would live beyond 1986.
Right.
Let's see, what else? We got one,
favorite movie.
two more. Grease is good, yeah. Heart and Soul to Pow, number one in 1987. Have you seen the Kylie Minogue documentary on Netflix? You'd enjoy it, I think. It was, I learned things about Kylie Minogue that I had no idea.
Huh.
Like she was kind of a two-hit wonder here in the States, but a global superstar that I didn't have any idea. 1996, Los Del Rio, Macarena. 2005, Don't Ya, Pussycat Dolls. Fancy, Iggy Azalea in 2014. Luke Combs, Fast Car, number one 3 years ago today. Whitney, thanks for coming.
I'm glad to be
here. See you next week.
Yep.
MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today says, never interrupt someone doing what you said couldn't be done. Never interrupt someone doing what you said couldn't be done. MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today. Remember, God loves you, and I do too. If you don't know Jesus, let me know, and I'll introduce you. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for another edition of our show. For Sam Gormley, for Whitney Carmen, I'm MB, and now you're in the know.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix is WKHG, Litchfield, the Twin Lakes Best Mix.